Alright guys, thanks for stopping by the channel and welcome to today's video. We have lots to cover today. If you're into gaming and you're interested in the latest PlayStation news, rumours and leaks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the PlayStation news, rumours and leaks gaming community here on YouTube. Okay, so let's take a look at the first piece of news. Sony first party studio Firesprite is working on a new AAA game. Now, according to a statement from Nick Baker of Xbox Era, it appears that a follow-up to the acclaimed horror title Until Dawn is reportedly in the works, and this time it's under the development of Firesprite Studios. This news arrives alongside the release of Until Dawn Remaster for the PS5, where players have already noted subtle hints pointing towards an upcoming sequel. So a bit of a spoiler alert about the game, so if you plan on playing this game, go ahead and hit the mute button for a minute or two. Fans should be warned that the following details may reveal changes in the Until Dawn storyline introduced by the PS5 Remaster. A recent Reddit post by Crawl Plays highlights that the PS5 version includes an alternate ending with pivotal shifts for key characters. One notable change involves Josh, a character originally portrayed by Rami Malek, who was initially at risk of transforming into a Wendigo or dying in the original PS4 game. However, in the remaster, Josh's fate differs slightly. He now manages to survive his confrontation with the cannibalistic creatures, remaining human but visibly traumatized. An additional voiceover by Dr. Hill alludes to a potential redemption arc, suggesting Josh's possible escape from the mines. The updated remaster also includes a new post-credit scene featuring Sam, set years after the events in Until Dawn. This scene hints at Sam suffering from PTSD as she navigates life in Los Angeles. The scene reveals her bedside cluttered with pill bottles and a book on Great Plains mythology, which suggests she is still haunted by her experiences. Her alarm awakens her at 6 AM, after which she notices a mysterious wound on her forearm, paired with an unsettling voice calling her name. Fans have speculated that this is an indication of Sam's struggles with hallucinations stemming from her traumatic past. Nick Baker, known for his gaming insights, has mentioned hearing about a sequel, possibly led by Firesprite Studios. Rumours about Firesprite's involvement in a horror game began circulating a couple of years ago, early as 2022, driven largely by job listings that mention a AAA narrative-driven game with an emphasis on atmosphere and immersive character performances. Although Firesprite hasn't explicitly announced Until Dawn 2, the listed qualities align with the horror game and could indeed relate to a sequel. It is also worth noting that Nick Baker's track record is generally quite reliable. His past leaks about Ghosts of Tsushima PC port proved to be accurate, as did his hints regarding Rocksteady's potential Batman project. However, until an official announcement is made, it's always best to take these rumours with a pinch of salt. While it may be some time before the new installment arrives, Until Dawn fans can dive into the remastered version, which launches today. Okay guys, let's move on. The highly anticipated Silent Hill 2 PS5 remake has officially received its first professional review, following reports that some retailers released the game early. In fact, the game has had several reviews by the time this video comes to air on YouTube, and in general the reviews are highly positive. Now, with regards to the game releasing early, this has led to some spoilers appearing online, with certain players already achieving significant in-game progress. Initial reviews have praised Bloober Team's reimagining of Silent Hill 2. There were concerns initially when the remake was announced, and it was confirmed that Bloober Team were behind the remake. However, recent reviews have vindicated the decision to go with Bloober Team. Japan's Famitsu magazine, known for its stringent and strict grading process, awarded the game a score of 35 out of 40, which is excellent, a slight improvement over the original PS2 version, which received a score of 34 out of 40. According to Famitsu, players can expect the remake to take between 16 to 18 hours to complete, a considerable extension compared to the original playtime of around about 8 hours. The extended playtime hints at Bloober's commitment to expanding and enriching the story while keeping the haunting atmosphere intact. Bloober's team involvement had initially raised concerns amongst fans, as their previous titles like Blair Witch and Layers of Fear 2 received mixed reviews. So there was a little bit of nervousness, should we say, with Team Bloober's efforts on this game. However, Famitsu's evaluation suggests that Bloober's work on Silent Hill 2 has successfully delivered a blend of nostalgia and modern enhancements. Not only has Bloober updated character animations and in-game environments, but they've also introduced fresh cinematic moments, creating a nuanced experience that pays homage to the original while adding layers to the narrative. Well-known locations such as the Brookhaven Hospital and Blue Creek Apartments have been visually reimagined, providing a new experience for even long-time fans. In Silent Hill 2, players step into the role of James Sunderland, a grieving widower who receives a letter from his deceased wife Mary, beckoning him to the eerie town of Silent Hill. Unlike other games in the Silent Hill franchise, this particular installment remains mostly self-contained, focusing on James's psychological journey rather than the town's mysterious cult. The full online review embargo for the remake has lifted today, revealing more insights about the game and more impressions on Bloober Team's take on this legendary horror game. And so far, the reviews that are coming in are very, very positive. I'm glad the initial reviews which have come out are very positive. It's such a cult classic, and it's great to see so far, at the very least, the remake is living up to all expectations. Okay guys, if you're enjoying the content so far, go ahead and give the video a like. That helps position the video to a wider audience who may be interested in videos about gaming and PlayStation news, rumors and leaks. Okay, let's move on. I find it weird that Xbox has decided to skip a mid-gen console launch. It would have been nice for its core gamers and its fans to have an opportunity to pick up some new tech. However, no mid-gen console update, but yet most of the games that are going to be going over to the PlayStation platform from Xbox will have to be PS5 Pro enhanced. That was the mandate set out by Sony. Anyone who wants to release or publish a game on the PlayStation platform, I believe it was after September 2024, so any publisher that wanted to place a game onto the PlayStation platform after September 2024 would have to ensure that their games were PS5 Pro enhanced. So the best place to play those games, those Xbox games that are coming over to PlayStation, the best place to play those games will be on the PS5 Pro. So with Sony's PS5 Pro literally on the horizon, Diablo 4 players can look forward to an enhanced experience on the upgraded console. So this comes from Rod Ferguson, who is the franchise's lead at Blizzard. He went on to confirm in a tweet that Diablo 4, along with its upcoming expansion, Vessel of Hatred, will indeed receive a PS5 Pro enhanced version. Leveraging the console's advanced hardware capabilities, Ferguson also acknowledged the hard work of the development team in optimizing the game for this mid-generation console. This news comes just days before the release of Diablo 4's first major expansion, Vessel of Hatred, which arrives on October the 8th. The expansion introduces a host of new content, including the Spitborn class, an immersive questline, and the new region of Nahan 2. The expansion will roll out a comprehensive overhaul of the game's progression system, further enriching the player experience. The PS5 Pro, slated to release on November the 8th, boasts significant hardware improvements, including a more powerful GPU with better frame rates and enhanced visual effects. Console's improved ray tracing is expected to bring dynamic lighting and reflections, while AI-powered upscaling will deliver sharper images and smoother gameplay for supported games like Diablo 4. And as we approach the PS5 Pro release date, Blizzard joins a growing list of publishers who've now optimized their games for Sony's refreshed console, adding excitement for players eager to experience high-quality graphics and improved game performance. Well, how about that? Diablo 4 now joins the list of games that are now PS5 Pro enhanced. This will give gamers the best console experience. Don't you find that weird that this is an Xbox first-party studio game, yet to enjoy it in all of its glory, that pleasure will be made available to people who have the PS5 Pro? I just find it weird. This whole console generation is flipped. It really has. But anyway, I'm getting the Pro. I'll be enjoying Diablo 4 on the Pro. So sticking with the theme of game improvements, Sony's upcoming PS5 Pro promises enhanced gameplay, not just for new titles, but also for select PS4 games and VR experiences. So in a recent interview with 4Gamer, Sony product manager Toshimasa Aoki hinted at some surprising benefits. The PS5 Pro will introduce a setting for improved visual quality in certain PS4 titles, with an image quality boost that capitalizes on variable frame rates. This feature could make older games look better than ever, giving players an incentive to revisit past titles with refreshed visuals. One particular advantage of the PS5 Pro, according to Aoki, is its potential to reduce VR VR-induced motion sickness. The boosted performance of the console will allow for smoother gameplay and fewer frame drops, which are common triggers for motion sickness on VR platforms. This improvement could enhance the user experience for PSVR 2, making extended play sessions far more comfortable for those prone to VR-related discomfort. This, for me, was one of the reasons I opted not to dive into the PSVR 2. I was worried that I'd be impacted by motion sickness. However, given what people have been saying about the PSVR 2, that in generally it's actually a lot better than the original one. There's less motion sickness on this PSVR 2 than the first. And now this feature on the PS5 Pro, which could improve PSVR 2 performance, smoother gameplay, and fewer frame drops, I may be tempted to pick up the PSVR 2, but not just yet. Let's wait for another price drop in 2025. After all, I've just shelled out near enough a ton of money for the PS5 Pro. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next video.